Mud Life Entertainment. It's your boy M.L.E. did Presley Reese. I'm late with this live. I know I'm late with this live. I had a lot of shit going on. A lot of problems. Hold on a second. I love you, man. Yeah. And the Lakers signed Isaiah Thomas. I know I'm late with this live. There's personal issues going on. But I want to know what all these guards, what the hell they supposed to do with Thomas? What they going to do with Isaiah Thomas? I know everybody raving about him scoring what he dropped like 40 in a G League game. So I don't know. You already got Avery Bradley. You already got Avery Bradley, Austin Reeves, what's his name? Malik Monk. You very God heavy. And the dude's only out because of protocols. So how long is Isaiah Thomas being signed for? And then if he do well and they want to keep him, who they gonna cut? Because they need a wing defender. They need wing defenders for perimeter defense. And what does Isaiah Thomas bring on the defensive end? He could bring you the offense. He know how to run an offense himself. He can play make. He a good playmaker. He a good scorer. But he little. He's short. He undersized. Who he going to guard out there? Now you got defensive liability that you picking up. He ain't shutting nobody down. So what impact he really going to have? It might look good on the offense though. As soon as the other team get the ball, it's like they head hunting. Everybody going at Thomas. Because he going to be the weak link. Any and everybody can back him in. Any and everybody can just shoot over him. Shit, I can shoot over him. Shit, you can shoot over him. So who are you going to defend? Who are you going to guard? Tell them to come get these bags. Who are you going to guard? I got it, man. Yep. So it's breaking news that they signed Isaiah Thomas, but the question is, why? There's so many other players they could have signed. I'd be more impressed if they just signed James Ennis. Shit, I'd be more surprised they just signed Luke and Mbamute. Both of them give you defense. I know Luke a little older. He's still a better defender than Thomas. So where we going? What is the Lakers doing? OP, OP, Mister. Hey, that's my brother. What's up, man? You found me. Good morning, brother. Yeah, you overseas. Yeah, you see what's going on with the Lakers? They signed Isaiah Thomas. I don't know if there's a non-guarantee contract or not. I ain't even checked that part. Or how long the contract is, if it's a 10-day contract or what. I know one thing. It's still going to be a lot of questions. Brad, if he do good or bad. Now the thing is, like I said, if he do good, what the fuck? If he do good, do you keep him? Do you cut somebody? And again, I apologize for being so late for this live. I'm supposed to went live at 10 o'clock. I had to rush my brother to the emergency room. I'm still doing school Christmas shopping. Just finished. So there's a lot going on today. But the thing is, I'm here now. And I'm kind of confused and upset with the Lakers. Because I don't know what the fuck they doing. They're on a 3-game winning streak. 2 of those games without Anthony Davis. They look phenomenal. Anthony Davis come back, they look suspect. They still got to win. Here, take these. And then they still get the win, even with Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis playing like some shit. Like I said, he was shooting air balls. Yeah, I don't even think his field goal percentage was decent or respectable. He ain't put no respectable numbers up. He dropped 20, but it was an ugly 20 and a quiet 20. That's why if you just look at the highlights, you won't even understand what happened. You won't understand how he got that shit. You watch the game, you will understand that he didn't even want to play. That's how he looked. Very passive. He on the low post. He dishing the ball back out. He don't even want it. He don't even want the ball. Now the health and safety protocols caused a couple players to sit out. Caused some guards to sit out. So I understood why they picked up another guard, which still you still could have picked up a small forward. Still could have picked up a wing. Because you want another playmaker. Why? Because Westbrook out for the safety protocols. It's not like he gonna be out for how long? Like he out for a whole month or 2 months or something. You got players who can play make good enough to sustain that little bit of time. You still got LeBron, who gonna be the primary playmaker anyway and decision maker, ball handler. Don't know when Rondo coming back or what's going on with him or why he's sitting out. But he supposed to be a playmaker. And just since AD want to play soft and timid, or like he don't really want to bang bodies, he got a little bit of playmaking skills. He used to be a point guard once upon a time ago. Since you scared to get in the post, let him do a little bit of playmaking when LeBron got to sit down. And not saying he's elite, but he can sustain a few minutes while LeBron getting the rest. They got players who can carry that little bit of just a small amount of time while LeBron getting the rest. But for you to get Isaiah Thomas, I don't know. And I'm confused about this one because it ain't worked last time. You had Isaiah Thomas on the team. You can say, well, he humble now. He ain't arrogant no more. He don't have an ego. Well, that don't mean he a different player. His game, his abilities are still the same. His height is still the same. His defense is still the same. We don't have a problem with offense. We got a problem with defense, energy, and consistency. Isaiah Thomas ain't 27 years old. If I'm not mistaken, he in his 30s. So you ain't like you got a real young player who can go out there and just give you 100% all 4 quarters. So you got another middle-aged player who need his rest too. And like I said, you're giving up a chunk of defense getting this guy. Who gonna be patient with the little gimmicks he got on defense? Running down court full speed and he stop in front of somebody and try to draw a charge. Who gonna keep going for that? That's your move. But who gonna keep going for it? I don't know. But it's a good question. And is Russell Westbrook really gonna get traded? Will they pull the trigger on that? I like Ben Simmons, and it seems like that shit, that situation will solve both of their problems, Philly and Lakers. Because with Westbrook, you got a turnover problem. Ben Simmons don't get as many turnovers as Westbrook, but he also don't shoot. Excuse me. Westbrook can shoot, but he can't shoot. So that kind of cancel each other out. You ain't solving nothing right there. But you still getting play make and you getting better defense. Switch Life Podcast. What's up, bro? You still getting defense. You're getting better defense with Ben Simmons versus Westbrook and less turnovers. But your shooting problem still there with them two, regardless if you move them or not. But with Philly, it solves your problem because Westbrook, he's showing up to work and he gonna play. Ben Simmons ain't gonna play. And if he do show up, you ain't doing nothing but hurt the team even more. Philly gonna be even worse because he gonna be toxic in the locker room. Him and Ben Simmons don't like each other. And then once he come back, the issue is there that you did all this bullshit before the season started, and since the season started, you ain't been here and you've been causing more problems. So then you got a situation waiting to happen with them two, and Joel Embiid ain't the type to bite his tongue. He gonna say what he gotta say. And around the league, people say he like rubbing people the wrong way. And then comes the issue about him not liking Westbrook, Westbrook not liking him. But you got Drummond on the team. So if them two can play together, him and Westbrook play together, put it to the side. Same thing he did with Rondo. Westbrook and Rondo, they put their issues to the side and say, we here to get a championship. We here to play together. We here to get it done. So that's not a real big problem. So it solves the issue for both teams. Now, the thing is, if Ben Simmons get to the Lakers, he want to be in LA. He love LA. I hope he don't turn into a Kyle Kuzma once he get here, start dyeing his hair and wearing pink big ass sweaters. Sweater look like a nightgown. I doubt if he do all that. But you know how these dudes is. For him being a Clutch Sports client, probably the third biggest client on that roster, with the third biggest contract or the second biggest contract on that roster. Can LeBron persuade him to start taking them jumpers? Because in the pickup game, off or outside of the NBA, he could shoot. He could knock down jumpers, fade away in the post, 3 points. He hit the 3-pointer. He could fade away from the 3-point line, all that. He looked good until he get on the NBA court. And it's like he got PTSD and he can't shoot. He refused to shoot the ball. And then he shrinks in the playoffs. So then you don't even know how he going to perform in the playoffs. He got playoff experience, and his experience is like, god damn. Humble Sports TV. I go to homie. What's up, bro? The link in the joint you want to hop on. But the thing is, me personally, I feel like LeBron can get Ben Simmons to shoot. You part of Clutch Sports. All right, Rich Paul, it's basically his company, but we know LeBron got influence over the shit. He owned the shit. Rich Paul run the shit. And they love Ben. That's their guy. So you think he could get you to shoot? Right. That's what I'm saying, humble. He not a bad pickup when you talk about offense. He gonna bring the offense. I have no doubt about that. He okay from the 3 point line. He not trash from the 3 point line. He okay scoring. Period. He can score. But when the other team got the ball, what's gonna happen? What they gonna do? Who he gonna guard? Who he gonna stop? Let's all right. Look at, for example, let's say Klay Thompson back. Look at Klay and Steph. Now you know Steph is a liability on defense. Give you hella offense. But I can guarantee he a better defender than Isaiah Thomas. I can trust if I gotta pick between the two, I gotta pick my poison. I'm going with Steph on defense. But then you look at the guards in Chicago with what's his face? Lonzo Ball and Caruso, the Bald Mamba, the GOAT. Them dudes locking shit down. So when you got Wayne Ellington out there with Isaiah Thomas, who they locking down? Who they stopping? You gonna try to outshoot everybody? Because that means Isaiah Thomas gonna have to be knocking down them threes. Wayne Ellington, he outshooter. He got to knock down them threes. Because on the other end, he ain't giving you that defense. Wayne Ellington defense ain't like KCP's. And is Avery Bradley out for protocols too? I'm not sure. But if he is, that's more defense gone. So you banking on Isaiah Thomas and Wayne Ellington to play defense. It's crazy how the Lakers got all these motherfucking problems. I'm glad they got it in the beginning of the year and not later, close to the playoffs. That's one good thing you could take from it. Take the good with the bad. You can look at it that way. Well, they got all the injuries started in the preseason. Hopefully, them dudes will get healthy enough and make it to the playoffs. Hopefully, AD can stay healthy enough to make it to the playoffs. I'm wondering if he injured right now and trying to play through it because he tired of niggas calling him street clothes. Because he always injured. And that's his own fault. Can't blame nobody else. You ain't taking care of your body. It is actually said that a dude in his 19th season, 37 years old, is more in shape than you. Take care of his body more than you. And this is what y'all live for. This is what y'all get paid millions for. To go out there and be available. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is pulling up in my parking lot? Uh, you're supposed to be available. And they say LeBron, individually, he putting up MVP numbers. But due to the Lakers record, who gonna acknowledge that? Who gonna acknowledge him even being an MVP candidate? Nobody can. You can't say it with a straight face. He should be in the MVP race, top 10, top 5, top 4, because of the Lakers record and because of the games that they've been playing, the teams they've been playing against. To be honest, a lot of these teams been at a disadvantage. Oh shit, that's fucking phone right there. A lot of these teams been at a disadvantage. You just played Dallas and they number one superstar is out. Hey, babe. Hey, Maya, can you bring me a charger? They number one player is out. The number one superstar was out. And you still struggled and went to overtime with these dudes. When that game should have been over in the third quarter. Third quarter, they should have been done. LeBron should have been getting his rest. He should have only played at least 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, because you still had Westbrook and AD on the floor. That's two superstars who should be able to carry a load with LeBron sitting on the bench. But that's not what's going on. Westbrook out here looking like a star, not a superstar. Anthony Davis looking questionable, like he should be the one traded, or should he be the one traded? Now I'm not gonna say he should be traded, but I'm saying he's suspect. I'm not going to say he should be traded just for a couple of fucking games. Thank you. Just because of a couple of games, I'm not going to say he need to be traded. But it's a problem. It's a lingering problem, and they need to figure out who the problem is. Because, like I said before, you got everything you need to win a championship. You got a championship caliber team with everything that they supposed to have. You got shooters. You got slashers. You got playmakers. You got vets. You got 3 superstars. You got rim protectors. You got a defensive-minded coach. Do that not sound like a championship team with superstars on it and vets? Yes, it does. And it seems like Vogel might have lost this locker room. They're not responding to him because it's impossible that you're not responding to a defensive-minded coach. Y'all ain't got the best defense. Oh, I want to say this though. The Lakers is top 9 in defense right now. Now I said they need some time to get it together. Maybe LeBron could rally this team and get shit under control. Because I predicted in the beginning of the year, before they played one game, even in the preseason, that they was going to have a top 5 offense, top 5 defense. Right now, they have a top 5 offense. Unless they dropped out of the top 5, they still in the top 10. And a top 10 defense. 3-game winning streak. Hopefully they keep it up. That defense dropped down to top 5. And if I'm not mistaken, that offense is already top 5. And there you go, your championship team. Now it's all about sustaining that and how long they can sustain it. Because like you said, well, like the media said, they got an AARP team. These dudes too old. And another thing I want to add, all the noise about the Lakers and their shortcomings and disappointments, the Bucks been disappointing too. Giannis, that's my nigga. He my favorite right now. Like I said yesterday, I got top 10 favorite lists. I got top 10 greatest of all time lists. Giannis been on that list since day one when he came in the league. With his wingspan and his height, I knew it was a matter of time before he started taking over. But the Bucks been disappointing. They've been doing just as bad as the Lakers. Nobody's pointing that part out, though. Probably because they're in a small market. And I can also say because they don't have 3 superstars. So it's being overlooked. But it's a fact. Humble Sports TV, what's up, bro?
Yo, what it do, Holmes?
Cool. What it is, huh? What you think about that shit? Isaiah Thomas. Lakers signing Isaiah Thomas.
Let's see if I could try to connect my trying to connect my headphones. I can't really hear. Hold on.
Take your time. I supposed to went live earlier. I had some shit going on. I told you, man, that's the reason why I don't really go live a lot. It be a lot going on. I had to just drop my brother off at the fucking emergency room.
Oh, word. You can hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, yeah, my thing was damn tripping and shit. I had to put my headphones in. Yeah, this Isaiah Thomas. It's not a bad pickup, you know. Like I said on another podcast, I was I was explaining. I was like, he a defensive liability, man. Like,
Yes, he
but I
is.
think he still can get buckets. Like, yeah, that's
Definitely.
IT, man. We all know what IT capable of, and he a monster out there on with the rock in his hand. He can showcase his skills because that's his skill set is just shoot the ball.
Hmm.
But I think it's like having a better Quinn Cook. I would say, because Quinn Cook ain't
Right.
he
That's
ain't
a
really
good
get in the
comparison.
league. hmm Small guys and stuff, but they, what I'm saying, got the heart of a lion.
Yeah, what
I
he
always,
dropped
I
like
always like respect IT
45 in
game
the
though.
G League.
hmm I think he scored like 90 something, 80 something points one time. It was like a pickup game or something.
Yeah. I seen some shit like that like a few weeks ago. He scored like he just was going ham in some other leagues and shit.
Yeah, IT special man. Like
But when we
a
get
lot
to
of
that
people.
defensive end, like I know one thing, like from watching Boston, like Isaiah Thomas, my guy. I was hoping he got an MVP because he was carrying Boston, bro. And then he was at one point he was leading the league in fourth quarter scoring, so he was clutch. But it was this move he always do playing defense, like when the team in transition and he running with him on the defensive end, he will abruptly just hurry up and stop in front of the person with the ball and draw a charge. But who the fuck gonna keep falling for that? That's your move.
hmm
That's his defense. He ain't
Yeah,
doing
because
grabbing a
he
bunch
gonna
of
hide
steals in the
he
passing
gonna hide
lane.
from that
Huh?
he gonna hide from the Lakers defense. The Lakers defense is gonna make sure they ain't really got to worry too much.
And one thing
About
I
his
know, one thing I like about Vogel, he holds everybody accountable. But when niggas
he
ain't
sure do.
responding, it's like, what can he do?
Yeah,
He
because
can't get out there and play
they just
defense.
play lazy, bro. Sometimes that's why I said the Lakers probably should have just kept the roster that they had when they won the chip. You know what I'm saying? That bubble year or whatever, and just see where it goes from there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
instead
told
of
you the
ever
main problem. I knew what was going on with that shit. Kurt Rambis.
Kurt Rambis, yeah, it was the money. They didn't. I don't think they really wanted to pay that nigga JaVale though.
I don't know why. And
Because
then the
wasn't JaVale making
chemistry
like
that
what
these niggas had,
seven
like,
mil?
huh?
I said wasn't JaVale making like what $7 to $8 million a year or something like that?
Saying something small, some slight shit.
And then Danny Green was getting like what 15 mil for 2 years, so that's like $30 million.
And then when they let go of the
So
white, look what he went and took for Philly.
yeah, he took a damn.
I think he took a
It
veteran
wasn't
minimum.
even a lot. He sure did. And then
So
we because
there's no reason for you
I
to
didn't
get
think they had no
white.
intention to bring in Montrezl Harrell though, bro. I was like that was kind of like an odd pickup though.
I wasn't mad about it unless you was keeping those centers because he a power forward. So when AD go to the
Yeah,
bench, you got Montrezl Harrell who can still give you offense.
I thought they was
But if
going to
you
keep
ain't got these
JaVale
centers, it's a
though,
problem.
because Mark is slow. He ain't he can't really move his feet like he used to. And, he spaces the floor, but it just didn't make sense of how they there wasn't no point of us even having Marcus. So he was liable on defense. He wasn't the same Marcus older, like 8, 9 years ago or
Right.
10 years ago. Where he was so smart. He wasn't like athletic, but he can showcase his skills and he know the reads on defense and stuff like that. That's
The
why he
NBA
won
slow
defensive player of the year
bucks.
1 year. hmm
He shouldn't have won that defensive player of the year.
Yeah, that
Be
had Braun
honest.
written all over that shit that year. But I remember that shit.
You know, Marcus All wasn't even first team all defense that year. But LeBron
He sure
was.
wasn't. hmm
And they was the last top two, him and LeBron. But they gave it to Marcus All.
See, I think they gave it to him because of that his percentages. I would say. I mean, but that team was really good defensively, man. Under Lionel Hollins, man. If you remember, Lionel Hollins is their coach. Has
Yeah.
Debo and um,
But
damn, bro, what's his name? Tony Allen and
yeah,
Mike Conley. Like all them dudes, they really can play
Zach.
defense though.
Zach Randolph.
Yeah,
But this is the
yeah,
thing.
Zebo. Hmm.
You don't you can't give a guy that made second team all defense over a player that made first team all defense.
Hmm.
That's when I knew right then and there. I said LeBron will never win another MVP. He will never win Defensive Player of the Year. They ain't gonna stand for that.
Yeah, because didn't he win a championship that year, ain't it?
Yep.
Mm.
That year he won MVP.
Yep. And
He
what was that,
had
2012,
MVP, Defensive
2013?
Player of the Year in the same year and a championship. And you know what
Mm-hmm.
that challenge is? That challenge is Michael Jordan. And you know, majority of the media is Michael Jordan fans. Majority
Mm-hmm.
of the motherfuckers who make those votes is Michael Jordan fans.
Right.
And that's why I feel as though they don't believe in Giannis enough because he don't have that jump shot and he getting it better now. But they don't believe in him enough that he'll be the next one challenging that GOAT spot, that number one spot. Because all them niggas GOATs. But it's all about who the best GOAT. They don't believe Giannis
Right.
gonna be gonna be that. So of course you could give him that shit here and there. You could give him the MVP here and there. You could give him that Defensive Player of the Year. You don't believe he gonna win multiple championships. You don't believe he gonna at least get the 6, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe in him unless he leaves the Bucks. He leave the Bucks. I believe he definitely had 4 chips. He go anywhere else with like a bigger market, and he team up with
Yeah,
some
I think
real
he could have a career
stars.
like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm not saying he's going to be like Kareem, but I think they always say history always repeats itself. Though he could win this one chip with the Bucks and then go somewhere else and win
Right.
multiple championships and stuff like that.
Oh, he
You
was
know.
talking about leaving, and then he was talking about
Hmm.
people coming in and playing with him. Like when he said he want he want to play with LeBron and he want to play with KD, and he don't care if he's the third or fourth guy on the team. He just want to win. That rubbed a
Yeah.
lot of people the wrong way,
Well, you know who
especially
rubbed that
when he
shit the
added
wrong way
LeBron.
though. Hmm.
And I had a problem when he won his chip, and I understand it was directed towards James Harden, but the shit he was saying at he won, I'm like, bro, you just said a whole bunch of shit before you won that negates what you're saying now. Now, if you'd have never said the shit you said before you won that chip, everything you said is valid, and everybody gotta respect it. But you can't say you willing to be the third, fourth guy on the team, and then when you win, is oh I did it the right way, and this, that. Bro, you just tried to quit. You just tried to concede, like fuck it. I need to be. I can't be Batman and win. That's what you said.
Hmm.
And it pissed me off. That's my favorite player. It pissed me off when he said it. Like, bro, all you need is another Robin that can score, that can go out there and get an average 25 points, and you gonna get a chip. You that good on both ends of the court, and all you
Hmm.
gotta do is surround this nigga with shooters. It's like a LeBron James situation when he first came to Cleveland and he started coming into the superstar that he is. You surround him with shooters. You surround him with a rebounder. You surround him with a Robin that can average 20. He's going to get a chip. You didn't have to get to the point that you feel as though you got to be somebody's second or third option. Pressure started getting on. Thankfully, the chips fell in his favor. Hella niggas got injured, and he took down Brooklyn. Once he took down Brooklyn, I said he got it. Which I knew Brooklyn wasn't going to make it from the jump. I told niggas that. I said they're not even getting to the finals. I don't care who they got on their team. Because of the players they got on their team, none of these niggas improved shit. Not even KD. And KD supposed to be the leader. And that's why I feel as though he didn't prove nothing. Because your leader is KD. He hasn't proved shit as a leader.
Hmm.
Kyrie hasn't proved shit as a leader. And they're going to go back and forth on who's actually the leader out of them two. And then James Harden, he's just along for the ride. And he hasn't proved shit. And he shrinks in the playoffs. So right then and there, I said they're not getting to the finals, and I was right.
Man, I can see Brooklyn. They probably can win later down the road, like in years to come. But I just don't think they not gonna win now. They're not a win now team, bro. Like you know,
The crazy
I think
thing
they need
is,
to probably just let go of James Harden or Kyrie. One of them got to go.
bro, I felt as though they had a better roster before Harden even got there. With Jared Allen and them,
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah,
had a
Karis
way better
LeVert,
roster before they got
Spencer
Harden.
Dinwiddie,
Yeah, and he all star material. You had it.
and they've
You
been there
had
before
everything you
though.
needed.
Before KD and them got there.
Right. You had what you needed. And he was gonna come off the bench. Bro, he gonna kill everything coming off that bench, putting up all-star numbers off the bench. And then you got two all-stars on the court that start. Nobody was gonna
Mm-hmm.
beat them. Even the Lakers. I wouldn't even believe that they was gonna beat them. But once they added James Harden, they got rid of them players they got rid of. I said they just shot themselves in the fucking foot.
Yeah, because they were just getting anybody at this point. Like,
They just wanted to load up like they was some Golden State Warrior type niggas and make sure that they got a chip like Julius Erving and all them dudes were saying like they try and buy a championship and it backfired. Y'all loading up to make sure y'all can beat all the teams in the West and beat LeBron and shit. But y'all didn't think about we need to sustain what we already have. And y'all lost it. And then lost in the second round. You
yeah,
you watch
because that. Oh, go ahead.
you, you watch Undisputed today?
Not even catch. I had missed it this morning, man. I had damn. I usually catch it on YouTube though.
Bro, they was talking about KD and the clutch shit and in the playoffs, right? And Skip was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, KD had his foot on the line, and his foot was on the line. We thought it was a three, nigga. Thinking ain't it don't fucking count. Just 'cause you thought something happened, nigga. The truth is, he airballed the fucking game winner. His foot was on the line, and it was a two. Ain't nobody tell him wear
Mm-hmm.
big ass shoes,
Yeah, because
but he was
bro,
making all these
again,
excuses.
you know I skip it, man. Skip, he just
Yeah,
because KD said KD tweeted, he quoted him on Twitter. It was like, I really don't like you.
right.
Like
He
that's his
just
exact words.
responded to that shit today.
What he say? I didn't even. Shit, I gotta catch the highlights on YouTube.
He basically was
I'm
saying
a,
like, never mind what the fuck he's saying. He's still with KD and he the best player, and he understand why he said he trying to use Skip to get his motivation. That's what Skip said. He using him for his motivation to win a chip.
that sounds like some bullshit. All
Exactly.
at the end of the day, bro, all that shit is just to hate on Bron. That's all it is. Man.
I
It's
don't
a
see
little
how these dudes
tactical.
go team to team doing it. That's why
Mm-hmm.
you. That's why I can understand it's just hate because you go team to team with the shit. You go from the Spurs to the Warriors to the Clippers to Brooklyn to back to the Warriors. Like what the fuck?
Anybody that's like that can be that has a chance at beating LeBron. Oh, it's the black Skip Bayless or the white Skip Bayless. They jumping on board, man. They root for anybody against once it's against LeBron, and they feel like the media, so like with that flipper shit last year, 2 years ago.
Right.
Man, them niggas was on that bandwagon heavy, man. I was like, damn, I didn't realize so many
Exactly.
Clipper fans.
This is what
I
people
thought these
don't
niggas had
realize.
fans.
To beat LeBron and the LeBron James led team when they healthy, you gotta beat them in IQ, you gotta beat them in talent, and you gotta have the experience to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have all that present, you're gonna lose. KD
Yeah,
got the
that's the only
talent,
way you can beat Bron teams. Like you said, like bro, you put the nail in the coffin on that.
right? KD got the talent and the experience. Don't have the IQ. Kyrie got the talent. and the experience. He don't have the IQ. James Harden got the talent. His experience is lackluster. He don't have the IQ. You go to the
At least he
Clippers.
think he got the IQ.
Right. Listen, 27, 0 for 27 from three is impossible for you to have a fucking IQ. You let your team go 0 for 27. Before it even got in the 20s, you put your head down and go to the basket. You go to the line. That's your game. He bro, most of his points when he dropping them 40s and 50s, he making at least 20 fucking free throws.
Right.
So in the playoffs, when you go over 20, 27, you missing out on a part of your game that going to make up for all that. That's when IQ kick in that he didn't have. He just started panicking in the playoffs.
Because I think if LeBron was in that situation with if he was in KD's, shoes playing against the Bucks, I think LeBron would have managed the game a little better though. LeBron
Bro,
not no volume shooter like KD and shit, but LeBron still know how to manage the game right there.
bro, put LeBron on that Brooklyn team with the same players in that same
They won
predicament.
the championship.
Game 7, LeBron going to the finals. Game 7 against the Bucks with that same Brooklyn team, LeBron going to the fucking finals.
And they beating the Suns too. I guarantee they gonna beat the Suns. They gonna beat them in like 5.
Exactly. That's why I said if KD, what he did the other night against the Pistons or whatever, when he had that show, he did everything on the floor. If he was playing like that his whole career, if he'd have played like that game 7, he'd have had another chip. Brooklyn have a chip right now because he'd have beat the Suns if he was playing like that.
What's crazy, I had Brooklyn and the Suns going to the finals. I didn't see the damn Milwaukee Bucks just beating. I was like, yeah, because Milwaukee was having problems. I guess with the bubble though, but the bubble is still the bubble. It's still an NBA game. They was
Exactly.
having problems against the Miami Heat and shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like last year in the bubble and
Bro, you know what the bubble did? The bubble
what's
made
up?
TJ Warren look like a superstar out that bitch. They started calling this nigga TJ Jordan.
Or baby Kawhi or some shit.
Right. Like this nigga was going off. Like that rest that you get and that focus that you can have, it made every player dangerous.
Yeah, it
Anybody
did
could
because
go
nobody
off
didn't
any
have to
night.
travel.
Right. Anybody could go off
Mm-hmm.
any night. Now, I know the
Shit, Marcus
mentality
Smart
part
was
of
getting going
sitting there
off.
every day and going through that, like you stuck in one place, the mental strain that it give you, it kind of it'll
Yeah,
hurt a
because
lot of
you
people.
it's like you stagnant. Mm-hmm.
Right. And
You
that shit
no
fuck you
family, no
mentally.
girl, no kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
So all you got to
shit, you
do
you
is focus on your
yeah
game.
yeah you ain't it's because you ain't getting none shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean by that.
So that made a lot of
So
players better.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people could have walked away with that shit, but everybody thought Clip was going to walk away with it. People talking about
Yeah,
Mickey
and
Mouse
you know
ring,
what
this,
the other
that, and the
rule.
third. But when Clippers had Denver down 3-1, it wasn't a Mickey Mouse ring. It was the Clippers ring.
Mm-hmm.
Because they was just for certain they're gonna beat the Lakers. They built to beat the Lakers. But you can't even beat Denver, the comeback kids.
I think
And
if we would have then met them in the play, I still think we would have won that shit though, bro.
hell yeah. That's that's, that's
It'd have been
what I said
close,
last
but
night. That's what I said last night, bro. They piled up a bunch of defensive players of out of all the available players they thought played the best defense against LeBron and put them on one team. I said, y'all ain't do nothing but do this nigga a favor. You getting all them
mm-hmm.
niggas out his way in one series.
Yeah, because nobody had an answer for AD though.
Exactly. Y'all focus on LeBron, who guarding AD. And LeBron gonna get his numbers regardless on who guarding him. But who gonna guard AD? So they was never built to beat the Lakers.
Just beat
And that's
niggas
why I said
LeBron.
that GM need to be fired.
Well, Lawrence Frank, because he was assistant coach for Doc. Remember Doc Rivers was the general manager of that team. They made him the coach and the general manager. Then they made Lawrence Frank. They switched his position and made Lawrence Frank the GM and the president. So they took away Doc Rivers' privileges of being a GM and just made him just a coach. They knocked him down to being a coach again.
Right,
They depromoted him, bro. I said, damn, that's fucked up.
bro. Why would you focus on another team more than your own?
hmm
You should have been planning for every possible situation you could run into with every other team. Jokic going off. We need people that could guard Jokic the same as we need people that could guard LeBron. We need somebody to guard Jamal Murray the same way we need motherfuckers to guard LeBron. But you know what they did? We just need people to guard LeBron. And then Jamal Murray cooked you dumbass niggas. This nigga averaging 73% from the 3-point line in the clutch. Made history. Made history against these niggas. That was you.
Damn, somebody had called me, bro. You can hear me?
Yeah, I get,
I'm trying to wonder why it's two of me up on here on this thing, man. Hold on,
yeah, I'm
something
trying to
ain't
see
right.
which one you is. You hear me? Just come back in. Yeah, that shit was ridiculous. Just jump back in. I'm gonna add you back in. Yeah, you don't see no Clipper fan now. There
Boy,
you
do I
go.
get tired of people calling me, man. I don't know why. Dang, it's only 12 o'clock. Niggas calling my phone. Well, my fault though. Yeah, man.
You good, bro?
Yeah, them Clippers, man. They
You can hear me, bro?
oh damn.
Yeah, there's some problems. Yeah, man. But Isaiah Thomas, back to this guy, Isaiah Thomas, man, and the Lakers. Let me check this thing to see who supposed to be out doing these motherfucking protocols. Say Westbrook is out. And then how the hell is Westbrook out and he just played last night? Some of this stuff seems kind of weird. You got players who just played that's supposed to be out doing for protocols. This shit starting to look kind of fishy. First, you say LeBron out for COVID protocols. He tested positive and all that. Then come to find out, y'all gave this man some false positives. And he was already injured and out. So that's games he missed. And then y'all was trying to make him miss more games for COVID protocols. Now you making other players miss time for protocols. Once they start trying to log them minutes, like LeBron said, we need to log minutes together. We need to get the chemistry together. We got to play games together. We got to rack up some time together to get this shit in order. How do you stop them from getting things in order? You prevent them from playing together. Who trying to hack my cash app? All right, whatever. But yeah, you stop them from playing together. Yeah, so you stop these dudes from playing together. So if they stop these dudes from playing together, they can't get their chemistry together.
Right.
I just got on my laptop, bro. My fault, man. I just
You good, bro? But what I'm saying is, I don't. Maybe I don't know, and I'm saying that I don't know because if players just
mm-hmm.
played last night, why is they in health and safety protocols now? Why not prevent them from playing last night?
Yeah, 'cause I truthfully think that see, I think they just got too comfortable. This is just me personally. I think they done got too comfortable where, and it's just this the NBA's fault though. This ain't like the team's fault. I think they stopped doing rapid tests and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Any test since everybody's
rapid screenings.
vaccinated. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
I
they
thought about that too, but it's like you start making yourself look weird when you making players sit out that just played the day before last night, and then you go
right.
in and look like I just said about LeBron. First y'all saying he tested positive. Now y'all saying like what he gave it was some false positives, and then he
Mm-hmm.
available for
I
the
don't
game
think he was sick.
Friday.
Mm-hmm. Remember, he was supposed to be out against that Clippers game.
Right,
LeBron was supposed to play a couple weeks ago. What 3 weeks ago? He wasn't 2 weeks ago. He wasn't supposed to be playing.
right. Protocol. He supposed to been out at least 10 days, 2 weeks or something.
I guess is what he made that damn tweet. He said something fishy, and then he deleted that shit. Like,
Right, because it ain't making sense. Like y'all saying I got positive now, I don't have a positive. Like what's going on? All these times the nigga getting tested and he's cool, and then all of a sudden it's you positive, and then you not positive. Like what the fuck is y'all doing? Then you got these health and safety protocols with all these other players. Now it's let's get rid of the people around him. You got the white out and
yeah,
everybody that was out at that time for the protocols. Now you got other added players that played last night that's out now. So how can they build a chemistry when you keep taking away players, and then you already got players injured who never started one game or played one game. One is a starter, one is like what the second guy off the bench.
mm-hmm.
They injured and ain't returned yet. So now you, for protocols, you taking out the backups who supposed to replace them. But like I said, I'm glad they doing it now instead of later, because if they get it out the way now, all right, whatever, they still got enough time to make a run and get a comfortable seed and walk their ass through the playoffs.
Yeah, because they gonna trust LeBron, and so I think they can't put too much on LeBron. I think they just gotta damn figure it out. They got to jail, and that's when I think like everything gonna be solely just on LeBron because everybody gonna defer to him. But yeah, I think it's the Vogel's job to what I'm saying to get everybody going and comfortable, with the center they running and stuff, and you know, 'cause
Right.
I do think some moves gonna be made, but I don't know, man. The Westbrook trade is. It's like you hear something about it, and it's like, okay, yeah, he not getting traded. Then it's like
It's a toss up.
it's a toss up. Yeah, right. Thank you. It's a toss up, and it's like
Because
you
it
don't know.
ain't guaranteed he gonna get traded. It could be just they got him on a trade. Sometimes they put players on a trade block just to make them play better.
Mm-hmm. And
And
that's probably
sometimes
what
they
it
trade
is.
block and they actually get their ass traded.
Right.
So it lead a player in that suspense. And then you live with the results of is he gonna fold or he gonna step up. If he fold, fuck it, we trade him. If he step up, we take him out the trade block.
Yeah, and it's he been playing okay. I mean, I thought he been playing pretty decent these
Yeah,
past
I've
couple of
been
games.
saying I like the way Russ been playing. He had some games where it's just questionable, but overall, he's been the same Westbrook he always been. Like far as the
Always been.
turnovers, he always been a ample turnover type.
Mm-hmm. And
Because, like I
the
said, he
old
played
dog
one
who
fucking speed.
he's one dimensional.
Right. And then second half of the motherfucking season, he MVP caliber, averaging a triple double, doing everything for his team. So it's all about, is y'all gonna wait and see if that happens, or y'all gonna push the button and trade him? I think they're gonna wait and see if that happens. Even if they want to trade him, they're gonna wait to see if he do that. But I think THC gonna get traded regardless,
Yeah, I think he gonna be gone.
because he they only good asset right now for them to make a move and get the roster better. Even
So I was
though,
talking to one of my boys and stuff. Like he was texting. He was thinking the Lakers. He said he hate that for Westbrook. He not a Westbrook fan, but he said he liked Westbrook. He said he just hates that for him to because this is hometown and stuff. And, he said it's good for him to pick up his kids in his hometown and
right,
where he's from and stuff like that. And I said yeah. I said that makes sense though. He did say that he's homegrown, but I just think that you can be from somewhere, but you ain't built for that. You know what I'm saying?
you
That
ain't
fight,
built for that organization.
you built for that organization and shit like that. And he was like, he said, I think the Lakers should, if they do trade him, just get some assets for him and stuff like that, or a pick.
Yeah, that's why I say plus his contract. You got to find somebody that's willing to take that contract, and also you got to get equal value.
Yeah, you got to match the money.
So it's hard to find teams that's going to do that, that has equal value for them, and that's willing to take that contract.
Mm-hmm.
And the only team I really see that makes sense, it might be another team, but the one that really makes sense is Philly.
Yeah, because they having some issues with Ben Simmons. He ain't wanting to play, so
And
they got to figure out somewhere, who's going to want to play on his team, and then it's going to be questionable because like, why is it the organization that's for him? The reason is just that he just not happy where he at, or is he forcing himself out because somebody in his ear, or it's a bunch of different scenarios to that situation with between Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers organization.
'cause
Um,
you got the same type of player in Ben Simmons and Westbrook.
yeah, they're you know stat pattern machines.
Right. So if Ben Simmons wasn't like, oh, I ain't coming and I ain't playing and all that, if he'd have just been all on board from day one, they wouldn't be in talking about trading him. They'd just be, we
Mhm.
going back to the playoffs and try to get the shit right. But being as though he doing all that, you basically get the same player in Westbrook, except he not the defender that Ben Simmons is. That's the only thing you lose now. They ain't saying that you ain't getting no defense. You getting the good defender. He not a great defender, but
Yeah.
he not a liability.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing you the only downside to Westbrook.
And he younger.
Right. And Ben Simmons is younger. But with Philly fans, you need to get this shit together now.
Yeah, that's how Philly is though, man. They some tough fans out there. He said Ben Simmons is taller though. Defense too. Yeah, that's the only main reason I
Yeah.
really put him because he fits what Vogel wants on the schemes on the defensive end of the ball. Like, and I think in longevity it helps us though, man. Like later down the line though.
Yeah, you lose height. You definitely lose a height, of course. But I'm saying, like, far as the player, his offense, you ain't losing two. You taking a step back on defense. Like you said, of course, his height is very different. But Westbrook is giving you 100% every night. He's showing up for work. He a triple double machine. He a playmaker. He thrive with a big man. He got the
Yeah.
same contract as virtually as Ben Simmons. But
Mhm.
if you can't, if that's not the trade for him, what trade does Philly do? Who they trade with?
Cause Portland ain't making no trade. They already said they not making no trades.
They want a top 25 player back.
Hmm.
You look at all the top 25 players. Who gonna make this deal with them, and how is it gonna be equal value? How is the contracts gonna match?
Right.
Do you go make a trade with Pacers? Who a top 25 player over there?
It
Sabonis?
ain't some bonus.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I doubt if he top 25. probably top 27. He just ain't make it. He he barely made it. Who though? Like who you make this trade with? You don't look at the Rockets. They ain't got nobody. You don't want John Wall.
Yeah, and you don't want none of them young guns too. That's not experienced.
Right.
You can't get in contact with the Knicks because you don't really want Kemba Walker.
Did you try to do a trade with Memphis? Is John Moran top 25 player? I say he is.
I think he is. I
Right.
like John Morant, man. John Morant, Carolina boy, man. I like John. I've been a fan of John Morant since he was in high school.
Oh yeah, I fuck with him. I seen that last series when he was in college. It was
He's
like
in Murray State.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like he ain't had no help and he was going off. Did he put up a
Hmm.
triple double? He ended the game with a triple double.
Yes, South Carolina homegrown, man.
But he
Mm.
ain't got the same contract. So then Memphis gotta give up more.
Yeah, they're gonna have to give up like what, Jaren Jackson or some shit. But they
Yeah,
don't
you
want
think they gonna do all that?
because that's they gonna have a really gonna have another big man on their team. They
Either
already
that
got
or Brooks.
yeah, Dylan Brooks, but he injured though.
Oh, so he can't even be traded. So you think they trying to give up a bunch to get Ben Simmons? And then Ben
I
Simmons has
think,
no help?
but I think this was the plot from the get go. They was gonna trade for him, but they really want they really wanted Damian Lillard though. That was really the main,
Or the Lakers?
No, the Sixers. I think the Lakers wanted they wanted them too. Though I think the Lakers wanted them too. He said they should go for Miles Turner. Who you talking about, the Lakers or the
Lakers.
76ers?
He
Oh,
talking about
Lakers.
Lakers.
Well, if they go for Miles Turner, they probably got to give up AD though, man. And I wouldn't want to give up AD, man.
AD ain't even on the trade block.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So it's all about who you giving up for Miles
you can't
Turner.
trade AD until like the summer, bro.
Who? AD.
I think you can. Is it how his contract is? You can't. Well, matter of fact, you can trade him until like after
Do he
like
got a no trade clause?
15th of January.
Do he got a no trade clause?
I'm not for sure. You know how you had them trades is that you got to trade them players in the offseason though. The way how the no clauses, you can't trade them during the season.
So he ain't even. He shouldn't even be a question or an option during the season right now.
That's what I've been trying to tell people. Like you see niggas like Ticket TV making videos. I be trying to tell motherfuckers on the podcast that you can't trade AD, man, until the offseason.
See, this the reason why I said, all right, AD could be a problem. A problem could be fixed. But the thing
Yes,
is,
I'm saying probably gonna be because he's been a proven player for years.
right. That's why I said you don't just get rid of a proven player who proved himself in the playoffs also. Who's been a top five player for a long time, especially in some people's eyes. He been a top five player before he got with LeBron.
I've been
There's a
seeing
lot
like,
of
oh yeah,
times
they
he
need
was
to
top
trade him.
five ranking and he was ranked number 3 in
Right.
the player rankings. He finished top 5 in the MVP multiple times. So do you just trade away somebody like that? No. If you're gonna find a way to make it, you're gonna find a way to make it. But that's a valid question. Is he the problem though? Right now on the Lakers. And he might be.
He might be the problem though, but I think it can, like you said, it can be fixed
And that
because
fix might be to trade certain other players, and Westbrook might be one of those players.
and it's crazy. Like we talked about it the other night. I was sitting there saying like I think it, and like I said, I could be wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can accept being wrong if that type of person I am.
Everybody ain't always 100% right.
Exactly. I think them bringing in, I think they saw they focus was not even wanting to bring in Westbrook. Westbrook was Plan C from the get go. Plan
Oh
A
yeah.
was Lillard. Plan B was DeMar DeRozan and Buddy Hill. They was gonna get them guys, but then Plan B didn't work out how they wanted it because Plan C was more of a valid choice because Plan A was invalid. Because you know I don't think Damian Lillard wanted to leave, or he didn't put his pride to the side and wanted to leave. And then plus, there wasn't no money for that to match though. The Lakers ain't had nobody to really actually get him.
A Damian Lillard, the likes of Damian Lillard. Unless you had to damn get rid of AD, but they're not getting rid of AD though, man. Because it was hard to get him.
Exactly. You gave a lot for AD. You don't just
You
trade
gave a lot
away.
for AD, and then now you about to
And
give up AD. We don't know if this shit even gonna work though. So you just gonna have LeBron and Damian Lillard, and we probably not even gonna have a bench though, man.
right, we gonna trade him and we get what we get. Fuck it. No, that ain't what you
Mhm.
do with AD, and you done sacrifice your whole future for him.
Right.
Draft picks, everything, young talent, all gone for him. You can't just give up on him.
Hmm.
You got
So
a chip
like,
out of it.
yeah, you got a championship out of it. It was a good,
Yeah, with the
and
four.
I look at that year, man. Everybody but was just locked in, man. Like,
I hear you, bro.
I think it's like a Dennis Schroeder kind of situation with it kind of Westbrook because he not really. It's like he passing the ball to AD though, but it's like I think he's real. I think AD more comfortable with the likes of Rondo and LeBron being a facilitator, the main ball handler, to get him going and getting his touches.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying.
Schroeder,
Like, I
Schroeder,
understand.
and
I
mm-hmm,
understand why they got Rondo, and he basically just for the playoffs.
yeah, and he's good for the second unit. He can, he get the second unit going.
Yeah, and like I said, he going to take that shot too. When he open that three, when they play off of him and let him just shoot, he's going to take that shot. What's in here?
The Lakers, they got to figure out something though, man. The Lakers definitely. I still think we gonna win that shit though, man. If everybody just on board and stay healthy though throughout the year. Because I've been overhearing some people saying that we might go back to a bubble. I said,
You say who?
I've been hearing some folks around YouTube saying the Lakers the NBA had to go back to a bubble because everybody getting sick and shit.
Oh shit! Hey, that's shit. That might even happen. But if people keep getting sick the way they get sick and shit, they might do that
Yeah,
because they gotta
yeah.
save the season. They
NBA
gotta protect
said
their
drop
money.
the link.
They gotta protect their money. And if that's the
Mhm.
way to protect it, they're gonna do it. But I doubt if it get that bad. It didn't get that bad
Yeah,
last year.
well they just got to lower the capacity, the fans.
Yeah, that too. That's
But then
gonna cause an
them
uproar.
games wasn't even fun to really watch though without the fans though, which is crazy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's gonna cause an uproar.
Yeah,
It can't
and
come
that'd be
down.
good.
Hella people that bought tickets and shit, seasonal tickets and all type shit.
Everybody gonna be, gyps out of they got to get their money back, and it's
They
gonna
got
take a
yeah,
while.
they got refund people and
Yeah,
compensate them
that should
by
take 45 business days. It might take a week.
right.
Nigga want their money, bro. They paid good money for that shit. Hey, I think bro said he wanted the link. NBA Reek.
They gonna try their best to try to salvage this season before they decide to go back to a bubble.
Yeah. Hey Reek, check the top of the comment. I think M.L.E dropped the link on there. I don't know if you see it or not. M.L.E, you can drop the link again if you want to.
Oh, I already dropped it again. Hold up. Shit.
That nigga Chris Paul flipping Curry right now on the damn 2K.
You see the link?
Yeah, NBA Reek, man. Hop in the panel, man. Chop it up with us.
The link in the chat.
Live shit like y'all
Man.
be,
What'd you say?
I've been thinking about doing the live stuff, man. I ain't really got on board with the live like StreamYard shit like y'all be doing on here. I need to start getting on board with this shit though.
Yeah, I still ain't 100% familiar with the shit. You know, I don't really be doing lives. Like I just told you, I supposed to been went live. It's just always something going on. Like something always hindering me.
Yeah. Hope
I'd have
everything all right
been,
though, man.
I'd have been doing. Yeah, he gonna be good. Plus, I told the hospital, you know what I mean, call me if he tried to leave or anything else happened.
You said it's your people, ain't it?
Yeah, my brother,
Oh yeah.
and that's what
So
I'm
bro,
saying. Like I had like, bro,
it's your little
my,
brother or older brother?
my older brother. And
Older brother.
I'm like the
Okay.
oldest though. I'm the youngest, I'm the oldest.
Oh yeah. More mature, ain't it?
Right. But I
Yeah.
had so many people that died this year in my family and all that shit. So it's been hard to actually find the time to actually sit on it live with all
Hmm.
the shit going on and then still trying to get through the grieving process and all that. And
Yeah.
freak, that link work, just type something in the chat if that shit ain't working.
Yeah, it should work. But yeah, I understand where you
Yeah,
coming
matter of
from.
fact, we had two doubles of you on there. That shit should work.
Yeah, I was cause I had a damn phone call.
Let
So I
me get
tried to
some
join
chicken.
back up. I
Right.
clicked the link again by
Right.
accident.
My bad. Come on, you just in the kitchen, man. All right, I ain't going. I gotta walk past you.
You gonna give me a chance to fucking move though.
My
Yeah,
bad, bro. What you say?
but now I was saying about the link, man. I had clicked the link again. It doubled me on the panel.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happened. I was looking at it too, like, shit, what is two of y'all?
The two humbles, man. Shit, my doppelganger, twin brother.
Yeah, man. For anybody in the chat, you want to get on here and cook, the link in the description. I mean, in the chat.
Yeah. See, I like it like, you know what I'm saying, like a podcast like this, bro, you know what I'm saying, with a small setting. Cause it's like when you be in like a big setting and stuff like it's like everybody just get too
It
emotional
be
and
chaos.
it be chaos and shit. I'm the type I'm laid back, man. You know what I'm saying? I can crack jokes here and calm everybody down, but then not everybody gonna be feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. See, if it was a lot of people, you feel me? The way I carry, like, niggas respect each other and be mature about it. It shouldn't even be a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If a
Mhm.
motherfucker speaking, you get a due time to get his shit off. You can
Yeah.
step back.
You know,
Let me
I
respond to that.
respect everybody's opinion though and stuff like that. But
Right.
then
Like,
when you calling somebody their name and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's, you know,
dude
I
don't
don't,
agree with me. That's good. Cause then I can see your point of view. And
right,
you might be more hitting on the target than me. You might be right. I might be
right.
wrong. I might learn something.
Mm-hmm.
And even if
Yeah, 'cause
you
it's
ain't
like
100%
between,
right or whatever, it's your opinion. You just
right.
got a different take on it. That's what makes everybody unique as human beings anyway. Everybody ain't the same. Everybody got their own look at things.
Yeah, everybody perspective different. Exactly, bro. You know, some people they they might have something in common with somebody, or
Right. I'm not
they
gonna
might
get mad
not.
if you don't agree with me, call you a bitch ass nigga and you're a hoe because you got a different opinion.
Right. Man, see that's that, bro. Brothers don't supposed to talk like that though, man. You know, you get your ass popped, man. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from.
Bro, you
Now I
see these
can't say
white
too much on the internet, but you know what it is. You know how it is. You can't motherfucking different though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? You see these white people, let's say they on a podcast or whatever and they debating or something or have a disagreement. They not doing all that.
yeah, man, white, them white dudes doing they just be like, oh yeah, I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they just, go on another topic or they just,
Right.
they
There's
either
I
hate
tell you
on
why
something.
I disagree with you. They ain't gonna say you's the bitch and nigga you wrong. Guess what? This what it is. They ain't doing, they ain't doing all that shit.
Or you a hater, all this other shit. Like, bro, you are, and that's why I said, like, bro, black podcast, like, brothers, bro, we gotta stop that shit, man. Like,
Everybody wanna be right. Everybody wanna be the man.
mm-hmm,
I can't be the man if you the man.
right.
Instead of why can't we just shine together?
Mm-hmm. Bro, you couldn't have said it any better, bro. Like,
You might bring a whole different outlook on a situation that everybody
mm,
need to look at. But
right,
we can't notice it if I'm cussing you out, pushing you out the stream, blocking you, muting your mic, because whenever you cutting somebody off or dismissing what they gotta say, it's because you feel as though what you gotta say is more important and they insignificant.
right. But I think the way how I look at it though, like with people that act like that, it's a misunderstanding. It's like, bro, do you understand that? Yeah, I agree with your opinion, but can I explain my opinion? You know what I'm saying? I noticed that, I ain't gonna say no names though, but I noticed that about saying some people, what I'm saying, on this YouTube shit though, bro. Like
Yeah. Everybody
you
wanna be the man.
mm-hmm,
Don't nobody wanna be wrong. Don't nobody wanna be challenged either.
right.
Motherfuckers hate when you challenge them. Cause now they feel as though you shooting down their credibility.
That's egoism, bro. Like
It's a
ego.
complex.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know anybody on YouTube that should have a fucking ego right now if you ain't like an A-list celebrity. Fuck you
Yeah,
got ego for. Can't nobody say nothing to you. You can't take criticism. You can't learn something. You don't need knowledge. Who don't need knowledge?
yeah, because you can learn something from somebody though. Like,
You can learn more from a fool than a genius.
mm-hmm.
That'll help you in life more than what a genius will help you with. Something shit. A lot of times geniuses are more arrogant and don't want to help you. A fool, you could just learn from his mistakes and the shit he's saying. He don't even know he helping you and he helping you.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to stress the point that, bro,
Shit.
we on the internet. Unless, it should never get that far. But when a motherfucker get out of control, all right, if that's where it gotta go for me to get this shit in your head, let's do that. We can meet up. I come to your city, come to my city, however you want to do it. But if we ain't gonna pull up and all that, why, bro? Like, we could talk this out and get this shit. More than likely, it's probably a misunderstanding, probably miscommunication. We grown men. We can't solve this with words.
Yeah.
We got to start threatening each other. I got to talk about whipping your ass for you to get my fucking point. I can explain it. I can't make you understand it.
Right, but then some motherfuckers don't never understand that shit because it's got to be some more to just something really wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not comprehending. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I don't think some people should be on the internet like that.
Exactly. If you ain't got your skin ain't thick enough, you in the wrong place.
Right. Somebody to take your phone away from you, bro. Hey, your computer.
Seriously, that's a big problem though on YouTube. That's a real big problem that I see every channel that streams and allow other people to come on and talk and debate and stuff. Every last one of them had that problem.
Exactly, bro.
And being as though I'm gonna start doing this more consistently, I don't want that problem.
Yeah.
I put them rules and regulations out from the jump. Respect each other, bro. We ain't even gonna
That's all
have
it is,
it.
bro. Respect, man. Respect go both ways.
I ain't for all that. Just respect each other. Why not? What you saying ain't more important than what I'm saying. Because we both talk about sports.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, bro.
All right. Boy, dude, Curry nasty, boy. Ooh.
All right.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Like everybody got that problem. Like I'm saying, like I laid them rules out from the jump because that shit is uncalled for. It's unnecessary. You ain't got to disrespect each other. Stop doing this shit like a app, like Google. When you make your Google account, you agree to these terms and agreements. Terms and conditions. Agree to these terms and
Before you
conditions,
enter the
nigga.
panel, here's our rules and regulations.
Right. It's one thing. Like I was on Lamont channel, FYF,
Oh
when
yeah,
it's
shout out to Mark.
debating. I like how he started doing this debates, like give everybody time instead of everybody just talking over each other.
Mm-hmm.
You give a person time, he got enough time to get his point across without anybody interrupting him or disrespecting him. Like, go ahead, bro, you got 40 seconds or you got 120 seconds. Do you? Everybody respect them, mute your mics, let you talk. Who's gonna be the first one to respond to him? All right, when he done, get your buck 20. You go ahead. And we go topic from topic like that. That way niggas ain't gotta be disrespecting each other and all that extra shit. It makes sense.
Right.
Now it don't always go that way. We already know that. It don't always go that way.
It don't always, work out, playing out in our favors. And and that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I can understand that, you know what I'm saying, that from that perspective or whatever and stuff like that. But it's like you said, it's respect, man. I just I just think brothers shouldn't call each other out their names. So, it's enough shit going on in the world, especially in our community.
Right. I'm glad people disrespect themselves too much because they don't even respect themselves.
They don't respect them. Thank you, man. Golly, that shit real as hell, bro. Like,
We a reflection of each other, regardless of how if a nigga want to admit it or not. When you when you deal with a lot of other races, especially in relationships, you learn a lot of their culture and how they look at other races and other cultures. We looked at as the worst in so many people's eyes, and they
mm-hmm.
be laughing at us.
Laughing their ass off.
And they be like, "We don't act like that. We don't do that to each other. We don't do this. We don't do that. Like y'all crazy." And there's always somebody just being ignorant. Even if they got that information, they don't care. They still gonna do what they do, and they feel as though this is who I am, accept me, or this. Like everybody got room to grow. Everybody got room to evolve. You ain't always just got to be who you are. Once you start changing who you are to be a better person,
Yeah, it's about growth.
right? If you was 12 years old and massively, like tremendously immature, this is who you gonna be for the rest of your life, and we should accept you for who you are. You don't want to be a better person,
Yeah, right. Yeah, especially if you in your 20s and you still, what I'm saying, you acting the way you are, you know.
right?
It's Well, I say this though, you definitely don't need to be around people though, bro. Like,
Now, I
'cause,
forgot who channel I was on. It was this female, and she was like, she black too,
mm-hmm.
putting down men, and she a dominatrix, and men is insignificant to women, and all this.
Sound
But
like Anna Alicia, ain't it?
but she got a problem with people coming to her channel trolling her. But you putting that message out there that you're superior to men and all this extra crazy stuff. But somebody come and troll you, your feelings hurt, and you putting a petition together to get rid of Kevin Samuels.
I
Like,
think
bitch,
I
you
know
don't
who
go
you
sit
talking
down
about.
and drink some tea and shut the fuck up.
Right, man.
Need a timeout.
Kevin Samuel, that's funny though, bro. They really let that man.
And then
It's
the
like
dude asked, he like,
he live rent,
is it
he live rent free in
Samuel
their head.
sending them there to troll you, or is he the one trolling you? And she's like, no, it's just his fans. Like, so why'd you petition is to get rid of him when it's not him that's doing it, it's the fans that don't like you.
Yeah, because you just like it's obvious you looking for attention, and you know when motherfucker they fans of somebody, bro. Like especially if they got a big following, it's like Beyonce like the Beehive. You know, so you can't say anything bad about Beyonce, or they gonna
Yeah.
be
Look,
mad.
this shit came out and said she just clout chasing. I like, man.
Oh, so yeah, you was clout chasing all right though until
Right.
that
Like this
that you
bitch
know
is
what I'm saying.
irrelevant.
You didn't want that energy, man. That shit. Oh, just Trout just messing with him. You know, I like Kevin Samuel. You're not a bad guy. Yeah, D the other side. You didn't want that smoke. You didn't keep that same energy, man.
What he said that? When? You ever hear Kevin Samuel say he was attracted to men?
Nah, not that I know of.
Or is somebody running around spreading that rumor?
Shit. I guess that's a rumor. I never even heard them even.
I don't know.
They
When
took
you make
it.
enemies, but when you make enemies, hey, a lot of shit get passed around and people start thinking like it's true.
Now
Yeah,
Kevin said
that.
he might be like the average. He might be the type of guy, you know what I'm saying? He not like one of them guys is, you know what I'm saying? He come off as like a tough dude or whatever, you're a street cat. You know, he seems like a regular, high class person, you know what I'm saying? That type of person
Yeah.
I get like, bougie type of dude though. But he never gave me the impression that he was like, he liked men or he was gay or something like that.
Hey, Octavia's Octavia's mate. If you in a chat, bro, hit that link for me and see if it's still working.
Lakers for life, Octavius TX made, Texas made, I guess. Texas made.
Yeah, Octavia's TX mate. If you
Yeah,
still
man.
in
For
here,
anybody in here, man, hit the link, man.
I want to know if it's still working.
I mean, the link it worked for me a couple
Because
times. I done been
that's
dropped
what
out
I'm
the
saying.
link
If
like
it's
5
letting more
times.
than just one person in on that.
Yeah. Shit, I done shared the channel, bro. I done shared the live, so
So I don't want it to be sitting there and it ain't working. People trying to hit it.
yeah.
No, I don't care. Anybody come on here and say they piece. I ain't the type trying to silence nobody or your opinion don't matter or none of that shit. Do you? If you can't do you on any other platform, you definitely can do whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, but you can speak your piece.
Yeah, I clicked on
That's
that
disrespect.
on there and get people on here. I see you got like 700 now subscribers.
Yeah, that's crazy because that was like in the past 2 days, I was just at 660.
So you get like 100 plus. That's good though, bro.
I
So one day you
appreciate it.
gonna
I
be on.
definitely appreciate it. One day I woke up, I don't really be checking it for real. So I told you I be doing this
Mhm.
shit for fun. And then like I done fell off and had a long drop off. But I'm looking at one
Yeah.
day, I was already at 660. And I just looked at it the other day, well, yesterday. I'm like, damn, I had 720, 702. Like, that was just in the past couple days.
Mhm.
And I be hitting and missing, not intentionally, but I know I be hitting and missing.
Man, you gonna get up there, bro. Shit. Doesn't believe, bro. You gonna get up there. You gonna get, bro, because if you jump from six something to 700 in just like 2 day span, bro, that shit. I should tell you, man, your shit going up for sure. Like,
Yeah, if I wouldn't stop, like I had that long drop off, I'd have been well past all that. It's just when I first started, like the subscribes just went up quick.
mm-hmm.
All this shit just started happening. I'm like, I can't even. I was uploading videos like 2 a day.
Yeah, I remember I'd be in the comments. I'd chat and put in the comments, you know what I'm saying?
I was throwing bitches up like 2 a day, every day. Then after a while, it was
Mhm.
like 1 a day, 1 a week, 1 every
Yeah,
2 weeks, 1 a month. Then a month, I ain't upload nothing. Then I'm like,
yeah, I used to
oh, the games
when
restart. I'm gonna start going live
thing.
for the games. Then I couldn't go live for the games. I'm like, I done missed the game. All this other shit happening. I ain't even got the time. But shit getting back in
Yeah,
order now. So I can
yeah,
start.
it's gonna come, bro. Like I've been thinking about, starting my little YouTube channel, but I've been been bullshitting around and shit. I've been work shit, so I ain't really had time, really just, because I could just make a video and then, what I'm saying, record it and then
I
upload
think I'm
it and then,
subscribed to your shit.
oh shit, I appreciate it. I
Subscribed to
only
your
got like
shit.
20 something subscribers, so
I'm subscribed to your shit, man. Octavius made T made. I'm subscribed to his shit too. Just like Goat Mike. Subscribe to his
oh
shit.
yeah,
Then one day I see him in the he typed something in the chat. He's like, make 3 accounts and subscribe to my channel for me. I made just 3 random accounts and subscribe to the shit for him.
yeah, Go Mike, cool man. I ain't got a problem with Go Mike, man. He Go Mike is
Like
Go Mike.
Go Mike cool. I told niggas like, yo, me and yo got cool. We got cool from arguing in the comments. Like we was really arguing in my comments for days. That's how we got cool. He started telling me he play
Mm-hmm.
basketball and shit like that. And I just started talking to him. Like, yo, keep that shit up. Don't give up. Like, start on you. And then I started seeing the channel and the shit he was doing. I just started promoting this channel and telling them how to put the hashtags and all that shit on there and how to help, promote it from the little that I do know.
Yeah, the
And like,
algorithm and
I
things.
was over there on Lamont shit and he was trying to figure out like, who the fuck is Gold Mike? And I was telling him like, yo, he cool. Like Lamont, he cool. He a cool dude. And then you see what's going on with Lamont. Like, he promoting him on his channel. That's why when that night, what was going on, like, I don't know if he was going to do something or anything like that, whatever. But he just was geeking. And I was like, bro, when we start acting like that, that ain't
Yeah,
us.
yeah, I don't got on Mike. Bro, I talked to Go Mike outside of YouTube and shit. He hit me up on the gram and so I tell him like, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's times you got to be careful what you say with your words and shit. You know.
Yeah, cool,
Sometimes,
brother. That's why I told him even before I got the live. Like, yo, you still home, bro. Yo, we good.
yeah. I think some people don't understand it. Like, I think he misunderstood though.
Yeah, he's just trying to find his way, man. He good.
Most
I
definitely.
asked me if I was beefing with Ticket or why we beefing or some crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck I was beefing with Ticket.
Yeah,
Like, if I check somebody, that don't mean I'm beefing with them.
you just call him out, man. You know what I'm saying? No
Right.
beef.
Like, I said on a live with Ticket before, and he, like, yo, you found out, like, tell him who I am, and he like, yo, you from Baltimore, fuck with you, blah, 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 blah. And we chopped it up, talk about M.L.E and all that other shit. And I'm like, I might not agree with his takes and all that, or sit there and watch his videos, but you know what I'll still be doing? I still subscribe to his channel. I still, even if I don't watch the video, I click give him the view. And I won't stay in there and watch it, but just give him the view because he black and he, that's his business. I support anybody that's black. I support anybody, period, but definitely black people.
Yeah, black people in general, though, because we don't have enough supporters, as a whole in our community anyway.
Not beefing with nobody. I hate on
Right.
nobody. That's your hustle. You know what I mean? I support it. I might not agree with some of the shit he doing or say. I ain't gonna knock it. I'm gonna check it. The bullshit though on anybody. That's where he
Right.
be with my video every time that bitch come on. Told you I came here to check niggas in the whole nine. Especially you, son. I read you my shit.
Hey, ticket, bro. Nigga, bro, that shit crazy. Bro, you right? Because it was like, bro, it's crazy how the algorithm worked though. Like, I just remember, like, it was just on my suggestion. I just seen like a video pop up with like somebody. I was like, yo, man, dude, somebody made a video about Tigger. I gotta watch this shit because somebody never really called him out on his bullshit though. Because he be bluffing all the time.
I called him
Like,
out on his channel. We had a live debate. Lamont was there. We had a live debate. That's how I got cool with Lamont. That's how me
I
and
think I
Lamont got
saw
cool.
you before that nigga channel though, bro. Like,
Uh,
I think I might have saw you one day on the damn channel, bro. One day, bro. I can't. It was somewhat last year, like
but we had a
when
live debate. I even came on even after the live debate. I still came back on it. But we had a live debate and I cooked them. But the thing that made me mad was this what he do to a lot of people. And I noticed that he did it to Lamont. That's when I started talking to Lamont. That's why me and Lamont got cool. Like, yo, do you notice that when he losing in the debate, he'll ask you a question, mute your mic, and ask you to respond to the question, keep your mic muted as if you didn't answer the question. And then every time I back on there, my mic is unmuted. I'm like, yo, you had my mic muted. He's like, no, I ain't had nigga. You had my shit muted, nigga. You just intentionally did that to try to sway the fucking debate. That's some weak ass shit. Like, we was just in the comments talking about Kuzma. That's how we first started debating. We in the comments going back and forth, and one of his minions, they was banking me. Like, they in the comments banking me about Kuzma, and I'm like, yo, we could put some cash up, but we could bet that all this shit you saying about Kuzma, when it come out, Kuzma gonna deny the shit and say that ain't what it is. And it came out, Kuzma denied the shit it ain't and said it wasn't what it was. He was responding to some what's his name, Barry Sanders. What's the Congress nigga name? Whatever the dude name, he was running for vice president or president. Larry Sanders, whatever his name is.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders. Like, his comment was referring to Bernie Sanders. It didn't have nothing to do with his trainer. So I'm like, you just did all that and was lying, and now y'all looking stupid, but y'all don't want to own it that y'all was wrong. Talking about, yeah, Kuzma out that Kobe mob. He ain't gonna play with him. Like, man, I was like, I guarantee you, Kuzma gonna not be with none of that. And I was right. And then
Yeah,
he
Tigger
had me
hate when
blocked.
people right. When he wrong, he don't like to accept defeat, man. Like,
That he blocked me. And that's when I hit Lamont, and I was talking to Lamont about it. And Lamont like, yeah, Ticket always do that shit. He's like, I go in there because I just like cooking them, and somebody gotta check them. So me and Lamont was on the same fucking mission.
I remember with this Lamont and LVZ and it was some other names. They say less TV. It was like a group of them guys, man. They used to be in there, Mahari, all them dudes, man, be in there, man. They just straight cooking, and it's like they got the new niggas on there. The channel just ain't really been the same, bro. Like,
Right. And then Hitman, he come to my channel trolling me and shit. Talking about
oh
he
yeah,
hating on
Hitman.
Ticket, this, that, and third. I'm like, yo, what I'm hating about? If everything I'm saying is facts, what's hating about it? I said, find anything I said that wasn't a fact. And if you do, I will come on here live and say I was hating. He didn't find it. Like a week or something later, he came back and was like, yo, you was right about Ticket the whole time.
Yeah, because Hitman, bro, he did that some fuck shit against Hitman like last year. I mean, no, not last year, beginning of this year. That's when it was somebody on the channel where they did some whole shit that like Lamont. He felt some type of way about that shit. Like,
You're right. Got nothing to hate on the nigga about. But if I'm gonna say something, what I'm gonna say is gonna be factual that you can go Google. Or you can go to a nigga channel and see it. If I said he did this or did that or said this, go look at what he said, then Google if he trying to tell you any type of information. Or if he ain't telling you some information that he know you can't get to, like him saying, I got a text that Kyrie and LeBron talking about fighting each other. What? It's no reports. It's nothing to verify this. You can never find out if it's true or not. Why? Because he got a text. He ain't showing you the text, but you can't read his text messages and find out if it's true. You
That
I
ticket
take his
food.
word for it, but it never comes out from anybody else. That's fake news. And he do that a lot.
But he be trying to make it. He make it seem like he got like inside sources, but he be on clutch points, man. Like that's
Exactly. That's his inside source. Clutch points.
clutch points. My
The same
sources.
shit you can go Google. And they be wrong a lot. And they be hating like a motherfucker.
Yeah, clutch point.
KD riding.
Yeah,
They don't say
KD.
nothing bad
Ginger.
about KD.
Yeah, it's always something about LeBron.
They say nothing bad about KD, regardless of what goes on. They ain't even give KD the blues about airballing a game winner. That's how I knew they was on some bullshit.
Shit, even that nigga damn that nigga Woj, man.
They got it
Well,
in
that
his head.
yeah, they called him out. They was like, yeah, man, Woj, you always be you never report on Laker news about anything positive. It's always something negative or some shit.
It's crazy.
I think Woj was like a Celtics fan though, but he liked the Clippers or some shit though. I don't know. Somebody had dug us some shit about that nigga, man.
About Woj?
Yeah, they was like, yeah, the reason why he don't really fuck with the Lakers because he a
Alright.
Celtics fan.
Cause he what?
Because he a Celtics fan, but he liked the Clippers or some shit like that.
Oh man. It's always a hit and a kill with these people.
And I think him, Ramona Shelburne. See, Ramona, she like her and Jenny. I think they close, but she don't really fuck with the Lakers. Like,
I know that old ass white lady and that little fat white lady. They hate the Lakers. They hate LeBron.
oh
They
yeah, that Jackie McMullen, she retired this year too. Her old ass.
they was with the Clippers 100% and guaranteeing they was gonna win the shit.
Yeah, Jackie McMullen up there sitting up on there on what was it, Sports Nation. Yeah, I guarantee the Lakers. I just don't think this Lakers team can beat the Clippers. They're like the '96 Bulls. I'm like, bro, she sit up and said that dumb shit, bro. Somewhere in 2019. I remember I went to work the next day talking about that shit. Niggas like, yeah, she might be right there. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas just be hating, bro. She
Exactly.
might be right.
I'm like, there's no evidence to tell you that they can beat the Lakers in a 7-game series in the playoffs. And then they lose to Denver. And then matter of fact, I did a video on that shit when I showed Dudley and LeBron talking about the Clippers and talking
Yep,
about
I
how
seen
they
that.
play
Yep.
different in the seasons and
Mhm.
and different in the playoffs. He's like, LeBron won't guard you the whole time in the regular season. He might pick a game here and there where he like this a taste of what you're getting in the playoffs. But majority of that time, throughout them 82 games or whatever how many games they about to play throughout that season, LeBron not guarding you like he'll guard you in the playoffs because he not exposing his whole hand. But then once you get to the playoffs, LeBron he'll tell people before the game start, I'm on whatchamacallit. And he gonna guard him the whole time. And then you see a different person, a different defender in the playoffs because they didn't want to expose that in the regular season so teams could prepare for it.
Mhm. See, I think like LeBron, he's smart though. He know how to I have to go back to how he can manage the games though.
That's
Cause
that
it's like,
IQ.
mhm. But he sure know how to, you know how to take care of himself. I know LeBron. Shit. LeBron said that a couple of days ago. Man, it gave me some positive, what I'm saying, outlook on how the season can go for him because he was like, man, he just feel like he just getting healthier. Like, each game he's like he's getting better throughout the season because he's kind of struggled. He was hurting. You know what I'm saying? He had the abdominal, pain and
Yeah,
you know,
the Dobbins crying.
and the groin and it's just a lot of shit going on with LeBron, but it's like he went through that pain and the world and this shit. Had a lot of treatment, I guess. He got millions of dollars. Man. He can get himself taken care of, man.
Right.
Shit, the average Joe, we you know what I'm saying, we gotta damn go to the doctor, you know what I'm saying, come out of our damn paycheck, insurance and shit. LeBron got that shit covered with his money, man.
I think if the Lakers didn't give up on Kobe, they had more rings. They gave up on him.
You think if they didn't give up on Kobe?
Yeah, when he tore his Achilles, they gave up on him. Right after that,
Yeah, because they knew he wasn't the same.
when that 2012 shit came to a failure, that was it for them. They ain't really wanted to go all the way and all out with surrounding Kobe with better talent or somebody that can take over for him. Like what they trying to do with LeBron. They know LeBron coming to the tail end of his career, so they trying to find people who can take care of the load. That's what the whole point of getting Westbrook and having AD, so LeBron ain't got to do too much. Like even at the time his Achilles, Kobe was still a shit. He left the game with 50, 60 point game. So
Yeah, he still
he wasn't the
he,
same defender, but he could have still gave you the top notch offense. So he
yeah,
could have
Kobe
moved his
still
game to just being an offensive player and only he playing defense in key moments of the game and just down stretches. He could have did that, and they could have got somebody like they doing with LeBron, of Russell Westbrook and an AD to take over majority of the time, and in key moments let Kobe shine. But being those Achilles and they wasn't believing in him no more. You
hmm
see, multiple years Kobe still was on the Lakers, and we was some shit.
right.
Multiple years before he retired, he was still on the team, and we was some shit. We wasn't even relevant. I started, motherfuckers started forgetting that Kobe was in the league. Lakers games just was trash.
Yeah, they weren't worth a watching though, man. At the
Right.
time, though.
We got motherfucker Lou Will and them, or we had Nick Young, and who gives a fuck? Like, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing shit.
Yeah, we actually thought we was gonna do something with them boys though too.
And we still had Kobe. And Kobe could still go out there and give you 25.
hmm
It ain't like he was so much of a bad player that he probably go out there and give you 15. That's his best. Fuck no. He still give you 20 something. He still got IQ. Put some stars around him, and he probably would have got some more chips.
So now that I look back at it, bro, like, yeah, you right though. Like, I think the Lakers did give up on him too. Like if Kobe would have if he didn't get hurt like he did, then I still think Kobe would have still played at a higher level though. Like
Right.
that's what and it's all making sense now because you put two and two together. That's why they gave him that money though.
Yeah, let him go out with the bag. He ain't going out, you know what I mean, on top. But at least go out with the bread.
Mhm. Yeah, he going out with the bread though, and them trying to get free agents because remember they had a meeting with like LaMarcus Aldridge and shit, and that shit didn't go well. And he had to schedule another meeting with them again, but without Kobe Bryant, and the shit didn't work out for us again either, man. So
And that's why it should do a big difference with LeBron and Kobe. LeBron, he started to get injuries now. He's not injury prone, but he started to get injured now, like a regular NBA star. Like Kyrie get injured here and there, KD get injured here and there, Dang get injured here and there. Now LeBron get injured here and there. Usually LeBron barely get injured ever.
Mhm.
Now he's being a regular superstar. But you can still count on him enough that he got enough in the tank. He's still one of them. Like he just dropped to their level now. He on that type star level, so we can still count on this nigga to get some chips. And then he take care of his body enough that we know he'll be available if we put the right shit around him and start banking on him. They ain't do that with Kobe because they ain't believe
Yeah,
they got on him.
yeah, because Kobe, so I always had like a kind of respect for Kobe. He's my favorite player, but I think Kobe had to come to the conclusion that he just wasn't that guy no
He
more,
had to let it go.
like he wasn't the face of the league no more, man. Like,
Like look what happened in 2012. It's the main reason why I said, "What you looking at, bitch?" Didn't he? Didn't he miss the playoffs
mm-hmm.
when we had Dwight, Gasol, and Nash?
Yeah, he didn't play. They made it to the club, but he didn't play. They got swept.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So they went out their way to go and put a super team around you, and you're not even available for it. So now they're telling them we can't bank on him. We can't go do all this shit, and he ain't even going to be there for it.
Right.
They gave up on him.
Yeah, because remember, like on his last night, they didn't, Jenny Weston gifting him a retirement ring, and you know, they did all this stuff, man. They called it Kobe Day, and all this other stuff, or Kobe Land or whatever, and at Staples Center they had like all that the carnivals, and it was just, you know,
Yeah.
I think it was more of just thanking him though, because they, like it's like you said, they gave up on him, man. I look at it like that way though. I just think they just appreciate him and stuff like that because they just, throughout all the years and shit. But they gave up on him. They knew he wasn't the same, and
It really was that. Because Kobe still was a good player and capable of producing some solid offense and still putting
Mhm.
up 20 something points and shit. Just ain't have a team around him.
Just had a team.
And look at Lakers fans, how he was every year. Shit, we should go get this person. We should try to get that person. The Lakers ain't even thinking about none of that. He's thinking about drafts, trying to build a different future. And hoping Kobe will help them try to develop these little young niggas. Instead of let's try to get some more chips. It's a future. That's why you get D'Angelo. You go get Lonzo, Kuzma, Brandon Ingram. You trying to build a new future, even with Kobe did.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they wasn't, they
Kobe
could
could
took
have.
them draft picks and got another star with them. Especially after that shit ain't fall through with Chris Paul. Matter of fact,
Right.
that's when they the white shit and all that, but they could have tried it again. I'm about to move that shit now.
Bitch, you gonna peek around the fucking corner talking about what the fuck I'm looking at, bitch.
Cause I
You
think
was
you
looking
staring.
for me. I just happened to look over your giant ass eyes. Just like, you took a double take on say, bitch, what you looking at, bitch? I thought we was locking eyes. I thought we was having a moment. You couldn't give me nothing sexy or nothing. You just gonna look back like, bitch, what you looking at?
All right, man. Can you bring me a cigarette? Yeah, bro. But what you think Isaiah Thomas going to do though?
I think he just gonna come. I think he gonna get some buckets though. I think LeBron. I think when they on the floor, I think LeBron or Rondo, they gonna set him up. Just to get him comfortable with the system because it's they running like a pace and space offense. I think it fits his needs and stuff like that. Because it's an up tempo type of system. So um, they I think it can work, man. We gotta see. It's 10 days, so he can ball out. Drop shit. He might drop 30 tomorrow. Never know, but I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
what I
gonna.
was trying to figure out. It's a 10-day contract.
Yes, 10-day contract. It's kind of like with a Damian Jones situation because they can sign up another 10 more days though too. I think they should have kept Damian Jones. I remember when that March.
Matter of fact, it's on the end of the bid.
The league
But
had
that
on
record
there.
anyway.
That's what you told the CP. Yeah, the league did on the.
Yeah, they said they wasn't getting back equal value.
Yeah, but it also was the damn Dan Gilbert and other teams were sitting there making complaints about that shit.
That was the excuse because look at the other situations when players get a star and the other team get back trash and some round picks. You feel me? That was just an excuse. That shit could have went through. They just ain't want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, these other motherfucking GMs was complaining. Same way they was complaining about just recently about LeBron. But that shit still went through them.
Yeah.
Said he was tampering and everything trying to get AD, but they ain't stopped no show.
Man, them boys been already had that shit playing. I knew the play was in full effect when I found out that AD was signing with Clutch. I said, oh yeah, he gonna want to come to the Lakers now. They gonna get him on the Lakers. I knew that shit was coming. I knew it. I predicted that shit when I first heard that shit in 2018. And then the shit came to fruition back in December of 2018 about AD coming to the Lakers. I saw, yeah, they gonna make a trade from a big splash. And then January came around, that shit didn't go well.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Keep it in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, cause bitch, you're not about to keep asking me to do shit. I'm getting tired of you.
I'm just taking a little spawn out the room.
Leave me the fuck alone, cause if you gonna give me instructions, you could have did this shit yourself.
Thank you.
Eat, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice hat.
Yeah, man. Anthony Davis, I knew that shit was gonna happen though, man. They was going Dale Demps, man. Dale Demps could have had 4 or 5 of them players, though. Cause I think Rondo was in that trade too.
Oh yeah, man, he had the whole fucking roster.
Zubac,
Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, George Hart, Rondo, Lance Stevenson,
you turn that down.
and Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac. Mm-hmm.
He turned it down.
Yeah, because old Popovich and called him up, was like, yeah, man, don't do no business with the Lakers. And he had Pop all in his ear, man, running his mouth. You see how that shit that shit came back and bite him in the ass, though.
Exactly. Now Pop
Goes
looking
around,
sick.
comes around. The Spurs ain't
Now
looking
looking
good,
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar gone.
Mm-hmm. Dale Demps lost his job. The Spurs ain't shit on, and Popovich can't get this team right. Spurs ain't Spurs anymore.
Trying to go against the wrong people.
Then you going against the wrong people, bro. Like running your fucking mouth. But look, hey, look, that shit. At summer 2019, that shit worked out for the Lakers.
Exactly. I bet he
And they
mad
never
he ain't
got a
make that
chip out of
Kawhi
that shit.
trade now.
Huh?
I bet he mad he ain't make that Kawhi trade now.
Oh yeah, because they was about to give a BI and all the, bro, they about to get rid of like the whole farm, man.
Right. Remember we was trying to get Kawhi from there?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, we send this nigga out the conference. We send this nigga out the country. That nigga go get a chip, come back to the conference, go to LA, make them relevant, and y'all still irrelevant with DeMar DeRozan. Then DeMar DeRozan leave.
Boy, that shit
So
came
what
back.
did he profit off of that trade?
Man, Popovich ain't getting shit, man.
He fucked himself over through that whole trade.
Mm-hmm. For the past couple years, nigga, Pops ain't been, bro. I knew that shit got to fuck around and damn. It's got to fuck with him, bro. Like,
That's why he want to retire.
Yeah, he got to retire this year, bro. They like 10-16, bro.
All that shit failed. All that shit backfired, and now he need to just retire because you fucked the whole organization over because of your ego.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't be knowing. These coaches be having big egos just like the players.
Exactly.
Especially you, arguably the greatest of all time, top two greatest of all time. Coaches.
Yeah, he like S tier of a coach. Two tier type of coaches. Him next to arguably with Phil Jackson, but by far Phil Jackson is the greatest coach, NBA coach
Yeah,
in
yeah,
history,
yes. That's
greatest
why I
coach
say
in
he
sports.
in that top two. That's why I say he in that top two. Because look, Phil 6 with the Bulls, 5 with the Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
and Spurs one of the greatest franchises of all time. And a lot of that is due to Greg Popovich. So he in that top two. And if he ain't top two, top three, he in that top list. So you
Oh
know them
yeah, for
niggas got
sure.
egos. You know them niggas got egos.
Yeah, they say the greats always got the egos, man.
He hurt the organization, hurt his legacy, hurt himself, and now he going out at the bottom. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
he told LeBron he want him to at least come give him a year before he retired. LeBron not coming to the Spurs. Especially he knows that you trying to fuck up all them trades, nigga. You think he coming down?
Yeah, you try to damn interfere with the Lakers got going on, knowing your team ain't even. Because, bro, I thought, bro, they didn't even make the playoffs that year, bro. The Spurs ain't made
Nope.
the playoffs since what, 2017?
Yeah. But look, this the crazy part. And that's why I say, LeBron ain't gonna go down there because you fuck them trades up. Because Kawhi would have been on the Lakers before LeBron signed here.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Kawhi was there for that 1 year, that'd have been a
That,
chip.
that was the whole play from the get go. They was
That'd
gonna
have been a
get
chip.
that'd have been 2 chips.
And then you seen All-Star break when him and LeBron was talking. They probably talked about it, thought about it. And then
Mm-hmm.
he was forced there in the trade because you remember everybody was blaming LeBron for Kawhi not playing. Like, oh,
Right.
he's trying to leave. He faking his injury. He just want to go play for the Lakers and play with LeBron. And then they fucked up the Lakers trade. He go to Toronto and a chip. So even if they did agree to play with each other, Kawhi got bigger than them. Like, shit, I did it on my own. And they saying I'm better than LeBron. I go make my own team.
Yeah, because he got too big headed. The ego got too big and stuff. Where he, like you said, like he felt like though, like yeah, I got it in a whole nother fucking country. You
Right.
know,
On a
I,
franchise that never seen the this motherfucking finals.
yeah, because he definitely, if he would have went to the Lakers, he definitely been going back to back.
Exactly.
The
And,
Lakers,
and like I
would have
said,
won there in almost 70 games, though. I say the least.
remember I said last night, I said LeBron knew what the fuck KD and them was about to do. Kawhi didn't.
Yeah,
That's why
because Kawhi,
Kawhi was
Kawhi don't really
comfortable
be in
with
the news
doing
like
the
that.
shit he did.
Mm-hmm.
He like the league even right now. And I believe if KD and Kyrie, I can take them. He leave and go to state, gonna go team up with Kyrie. He probably beat them, me and Paul George, or well, he tried to get KD first, but he went to the Brooklyn. Like, fuck it. If I get Jimmy Butler or Paul George, I could beat them. He ain't know they was already plotting on getting James Harden down that bitch.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Ice Cube said some shit too, bro. I've noticed just like a couple years ago, Ice Cube said every time the Lakers get, he said the Lakers get a star or something like that.
Don't know how to respond to
Hold
that.
on, fucking Siri done to my damn computer. But like if the Lakers would have had like a third star, it don't never really work out in our favor though. And I'm still kind of thinking like, damn, if the Lakers did have a third star, I don't think we ever won with just 3 All-Stars on one team.
Nope.
It
Shit, we
never
had
was
4 All-Stars and didn't win.
right. So looking back, I'm like, man, maybe the Lakers didn't really need a third starter. All they got to do
Yo,
is just bench up, get some role players, and that's what
we
it's going to
we won with a third star, but he didn't make the All-Star team that year. When we traded for him, he was a star. But we had 4 All-Stars and we lost. We
be.
had Nick Van Exel, Shaq, Kobe, Eddie Jones. All of them was All-Stars that year. We didn't even make it. We didn't get no chip.
Yeah,
We
but Kobe
traded.
was shooting though at the time too.
Yeah, we got rid of Eddie Jones, kept Kobe, got Glenn Rice, who was All-Star before he came there that year.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got our chip. Three straight finals.
Yeah, that's what we had to give it a damn Dale Harris and shit.
Yeah.
Man, he was holding Kobe back. It was kind of like how Mark Jackson was. Well, I ain't trying to compare Draymond and Kobe to Draymond, but it's kind of like sometimes you have some pieces that really need to be on the floor that can be in a starting lineup that could fit. Phil Jackson seen something in Kobe that he liked. Like, he's like, man, it's like the next Jordan, man, protege, like,
Right.
and he fit the triangle, so it's gonna work.
You pour me a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had a lot of good talent. We had a lot of good raw. Like we had some teams, man. We had some super teams,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why when people was talking about super teams and they like, oh, LeBron started super teams, and like, you really don't know the history of the NBA if you sign that.
Right. Yeah, they've been super teams
Forever.
for 10
And if
years,
you just
boy.
look at the Lakers, I could point out plenty of super teams we had.
Mm-hmm. I think that Showtime Lakers was a super team.
Oh, most definitely. And multiple stars then.
Man, them boys they rolling through the 80s, boy. Just the only competition was more so just the Celtics. They beat any team but the Celtics.
Worthy Kareem, Magic. That's 3 stars right there.
Mm-hmm. With the likes of the role player like Byron Scott, which is a really good shooter and
Defender.
good defender. 3 and D, like AC Green, he played power for.
No.
Rambus, he wasn't all that, but he came out the bench though. He was solid. He was
Yeah.
a scrappy dude. Come out the bench. Michael Thompson, Clay's dad. He was a backup for Kareem. Uh, uh, shit. Bill Cooper. Man, the Lakers really had a fucking good team, bro. Like, God.
Always. That's until the ass end of Magic career and the ass end of Kobe career.
Mm-hmm. But somewhere the Lakers always figure out a way to damn get.
We're mad because
Mm-hmm. I think that's not. I think the Lakers they don't want to. They don't want to go back into like waiting years and years. The Lakers still want to. They want to win for years, man. At
right.
least make it playoffs. But the Lakers don't worry about the play. The Lakers want to win the championship. They want to win the finals.
That's why when everybody was talking about Lonzo Ball and Eminem, talking about they hurt them players' feelings and why they do that to them young players. But a few months before, and even the year before, they started calling them niggas bust. They was bad picks. But as soon as they getting traded for AD, is all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. You know how it is. You know the narrative, man. They come up with all these different scenarios and narratives that the Lakers. Oh yeah, they trade all them young guys, man, and then let them develop. But I thought these, like you said, these dudes are supposed to be trash, man. They ticket on there calling Lonzo a scrub, and I just remember them videos years ago. He used to call him a scrub, and
Yeah, I already said I still got videos of
he said Kuzma was better than
them calling them niggas bust.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I got receipts, Carcino up on there, man. Brandon Ingram ain't even that good. Like,
Right. But as soon as he getting traded, they getting traded for AD. Is all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron trading all these players. He trading out you for it. He hijacking the team. I thought they was bust.
Hijack franchise.
Y'all should be happy that we trading all these busts for a star.
Right. The Lakers down for around hit liquid gold, man, getting AD, man. Shit. If they
Hell
was
yeah, we
bust,
got a chip out of it, and we still got a top player.
yeah, shit, we might
We
then
gonna
go
be
to the
good.
ship.
Even this year, I got getting the chip. I don't care what anybody gotta say. Yeah, y'all can have y'all fun right now with all the growing pains we got going on with this chemistry and all that. When it's all said and done, when the playoffs hit and all these niggas is healthy, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble.
Yeah,
It
because everybody trying to pick up on pace now,
ain't gonna be
like
funny. All they gonna yell is super team this, super team that. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be funny. The way they gonna be trashing these teams, it's gonna be hilarious for the Lakers. We fucking these
but
teams the way we
they
gonna
called
fuck
us
them up.
they called us a super team when we won the bubble championship though. But
Exactly, with just two stars.
I thought the Clippers was better than this Lakers team. And the Lakers,
Exactly.
they got a retirement home. They caused a retirement home 2 years ago.
Right. We got this super team, but the Clippers supposed to have been better. And we playing multiple teams with two All-Stars. Rockets had two MVPs in their prime. We beat them in 5 games. We beat the comeback kids. We played against two All-Stars in the finals. Like, none of that shit makes sense.
Right.
It was an even playing field. None of these stars sat out. We lost players. Other teams lost players. But none of these teams lost their stars due to the bubble. All these teams that was in the playoffs, they stars was playing. Them niggas wanted that chip. They played for the chip. The fans wanted the chip for their team. But when they didn't win it, now it's a Mickey Mouse ring.
Mm-hmm.
But if they would have won, nobody be talking Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, niggas putting asterisks on the championship ring and shit when everybody agreed to come out there. Oh, it's an asterisk ring, man.
Last time I checked, Mickey Mouse helped make Disney a motherfucking make billionaires. A billion,
Shit.
$1 billion
And
country, a
Disney
billion
owned
dollar company.
somewhat of, shit, Disney owns somewhat of the NBA and shit. They own the ESPN.
Right. Mickey Mouse ring. Nigga, if Giannis and them would have won, it would have been Mickey Mouse. Kawhi and them definitely, if the Clippers would have won, it would have been no Mickey Mouse ring.
Mm-hmm. The Heat.
Stop hating. Congratulate them niggas. And try to get them the next year.
Oh God, forget bid if that nigga Butler would have won, dog, they beat the Lakers. Man, they would say Butler like the greatest player. They'd have been like, oh, he got out the mud and he beat LeBron and his super team and all that other shit.
Exactly. And
They'd have
you
been talking
see
about that
what
shit.
bro, you see what them niggas was saying? Oh, LeBron would have traded them young niggas like Tyler Hero and Duncan and them. LeBron would have traded them. Look what Jimmy Butler doing with them. The Heat gonna win. The Heat gonna win. Is you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That had to be an inside joke or something.
Shit, the Lakers beat up on them niggas. That year we beat them. We beat them in the regular season. Beat them in the finals. Lakers the better team and shit. I think either way, it still would have been some bullshit from the haters. Oh, the Lakers they beat up on the team. And Jimmy Butler all by himself. Or
Bro, if we
uh,
wasn't in the bubble, they just swept. They would do the playoffs and the finals if we wasn't in a bubble. Because like I said, in a bubble, any given night, the average player could go off and look like a superstar.
mm-hmm.
They got more time to focus on their game. They ain't got to worry about the fans and shit heckling them, the pressure from that. Nothing. It's like playing in a pickup game and you getting everybody best. So if it was in a regular season where you got to worry about traveling and you got to worry about the fans and everything else that come along with it, they probably would have swept everybody. Cause now you ain't got to worry about this average player going off. You ain't got to worry about Duncan Robinson out here looking like Klay Thompson. Tyler Hero talking about he a bucket and he scorching niggas. Cause where this bucket at now?
Mm-hmm.
I even put the video up like, yeah, look at Tyler Hero. He say he a bucket. He said he a bucket. This nigga lose the ball. Nigga come down get an and one. That ain't no bucket. What the fuck happened? And y'all still got Victor Oladipo. That nigga still injured. I ain't seen this nigga all year. He's still injured. Cause he's still on the Heat.
Who
Oladipo.
Bam? Oladipo?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga Oladipo shit. I think he is hurt though. Damn, that is crazy, bro. I thought he was just on the bench because I ain't really watched too many Heat games like that. I think I watched the Heat like some weeks ago, and I think the last time we played the Heat, that's the only
We
game
beat
I've
him.
only watched. We beat them, yeah, overtime. That's the last time I
Nobody
ever
gives
watched.
credit for that either.
They don't put the Heat on TV like that, bro.
Nobody gives credit for that either. But this is what I'm saying. You got Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Victor ain't played. But this is the reason why I said the Heat was going to be a problem in the East. All them players and Victor Oladipo. Even him coming off an injury, playing with all those players, all those good players, he gonna shine. Cause you can't double nobody. You double somebody, you risk leaving a star open. You don't leave stars wide open. That's what made the Warriors so deadly when they had KD. You can't leave a star wide open. That's why they put the Hampton Five in. You can't leave nobody open. You're gonna pay for it. Now the Bulls looking like a threat.
Yeah, them niggas just can't stay healthy though with all this COVID shit going on, man.
Yeah, but we about to see. We definitely about to see. But bro, I'm ready to shut this down. Finish wrapping up these Christmas presents. I'm
Oh yeah,
definitely gonna
do your
go
thing.
live again tomorrow. I'm gonna go live. Hopefully, I go live early and ain't shit going on. Cause I definitely
Let me
want
see what's on that game. Come on, bro. I know sometimes some people like to watch the game and then they'll commentate after the game. Though I'm the same way though. I don't like tuning in and then I know the game coming in 10 o'clock tomorrow.
game come on at 10.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. We got it's on ESPN against Minnesota, the Lakers.
Oh, I'm coming on before 10. I'm coming on like probably 7,
7.
7:30.
Okay, all right, bro.
Even 7:30, I'll be on.
All right, bro. I make sure to tune in. Though. I got a damn. I'm gonna turn the notification bill up and then because I ain't notification tonight again, bro, for some odd reason. Man.
I don't know why. This YouTube shit crazy. I'm gonna try to hit you and let you know though.
All right, bro, man. Take it easy,
All right.
bro.
All right. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
No
Appreciate
problem.
everybody in the chat and everybody else that stepped through. Stop by. Y'all be safe, man.
Yeah.
Out.
All right, peace.